Greetings, I am Lies.
And I am Scandal.
And let's play a game together.
Yes.
Let's focus on our recovery process together. In
Yes.
fact, honestly, if at any point you're watching our series and you just want to share part of your journey, please, if you are comfortable to do so, feel free to do so. We love to listen.
Because honestly, it's one of those big things that you are a survivor. It sounds weird to say so, but sometimes you are literally somebody who is surviving or dealing with, and it is something that you are not a victim to or subjugated by. But
if you're still alive, you've survived.
And sometimes really, I understand being deeply depressed, and that's the best you have. And that's a wonderful thing to celebrate. You got up. Good job.
I mean, you don't need to celebrate the depression. But you can
No,
celebrate
that you got up. I'm going to bite your kneecaps. All right. Anyway,
okay,
here we go.
I can now, right now, only after this, focus on my recovery process. Now that things are better with Ken, I didn't want to admit that I cared so much about his opinion and that all I did was bellyache for 3 days until I screamed at him on the phone like, someone demanding a ransom. But now my recovery process is prime. I probably should not have just walked on my leg because I probably set myself back.
Well, just a bit.
Shit. Still, got plenty of time to get me back in shape. I'll just have to ask what this crunching means and find out if I can stay awake until the nurse gets here. It'll be good.
A great time.
But I can do this. I'm like Rena. I have a strong will and I'm a good person.
Yeah, I'm a good boy.
I make my way back to my room, blearily and without help. And by the time I get there, the cheery music is gone and I can barely function.
It's fine.
I'm about to push open the door, trying to remember that I should not use my leg that I already walked on today. It still feels really strange when I see Rena in the hallway.
Hang on.
Which is so weird because it's almost the only place I've ever seen her.
Did we jump past a visit with Louisa?
No, because it was Louisa and then...
I think we did.
No, we did. Because we did Louisa and then Rena and then...
Mickey,
and then Rena again.
Yeah, unless they're counting I don't know.
Rena,
to me,
Mickey,
I'm
Rena.
like there is something.
Because that was Rena, Mickey, and Rena. Because
that was Rena.
Reenie. It was Reenkey.
I feel so bad because all I can keep hearing in my head
is
with the Rena thing. So I played a game called Star Ocean when I was a kid with my brother.
Okay.
And so it was one of those games where it was a JRPG, right?
Right.
And it was one of those time management, kind of.
If anyone doesn't know, because you're not from that different demographic, it's Japanese role-playing game.
Yep.
That is a video game.
Yes,
Okay.
it's a video game.
So JRPG.
JRPG, and it's not time management, excuse me, I don't remember exactly what they're called, but that's
fine.
And what I remember most of all is listening to my brother while he was grinding levels, and there would be this Rena! As one of the characters would die because he would inevitably make a mistake or something, because it was one of those where they had very limited, little clips of voices. So the whole
and there was
thing...
only so many, death... No,
So it was limited voice acting, and it sounded hilarious from a distance sometimes. And you hear this, Rena!
Me, minding my own business as a child. Rena!
And it was terrible.
I see.
But we were so sad because we could never be in that game.
As I'm headed to my room, I see Rena in the hallway.
Do you want my chocolate, mister?
And since I can never do things by myself, if it's an option not to do things by myself, I have to interact. It's required.
Especially when my leg is fucking killing me.
Oh, God. Maybe she can use some of her nurse skills now that her body is so fucking healthy.
Rena, I heard your body is healthy.
I heard your body is amazing. You know what? Miki told me you have a kick-ass bod.
Let me see that bod.
That is what happened in that room.
Do you crave that mineral? I do.
I say, based on how drugged I am and the fact that she shoved medicine in my face, I'm pretty sure what I remember is Miki told me you have a kick-ass bod. And
nice!
That sounds amazing. I've been told by Louisa that I have one too. We could be really hot bods together. Go in. So Miki pitched my body to you, and Louisa said your body was amazing. What's going on here? Wait,
What?
What did Mr.
Mr. Wait.
Mr. What?
What?
What does this have to do with chocolate?
Mr. Nutty to fuck.
I see her in the hallway. One of only 2 places I've ever seen her.
Haven't we
She is all by
God,
herself.
we've seen her in 2 places.
Because we went out to the garden with her, remember?
No, but we saw her
hallway.
just hanging around. She's mostly been hanging around hallways, but
Like I said,
different
I
hallways.
saw her in the hallway, so it's all the hallway.
Uh-huh.
So it's only the hallway and the garden, that's it.
Yeah, but she took us out there, so it wasn't like we stumbled across her.
No, but we've only
So
seen
we've
her
only
in the
seen the
hallway and the garden.
Oh, she really is like a ghost. Why?
That's it, all right.
Ah, being pale.
She is
I'm
all
so
by
sad.
herself, near my door, staring into space. She even doesn't have her bunny if she's all by herself, because I'm pretty sure Pig Bun's a person at this point.
Pig Bun is great.
Pig Bun is beautiful
I stand
and my
Pig
favorite
Bun.
character. Lugia Pig Bun is good.
Yeah, it is real good.
Huh? What's she doing there in the hallway? The place I've met her every time I've literally ever met her, which this would be the 3rd time now, because the first time was in the hallway, the second time was in the hallway, and now the 3rd time is also in the hallway. Wow!
They're just like, we have so many options for this game. Shit.
We could have met her in the cafeteria. You know what?
Wow.
Miki wasn't in the cafeteria. She lied to me. She said she hangs out there all the time. Constantly. She's never anywhere except for there, getting her ass beat by a set of stairs, and in my room.
Or Rena's.
Oh, shit. No, she doesn't actually go into Rena's. There's always other nurses there when she gets there.
Are you sure? I thought
No, the second time she didn't say that at all.
Okay, I was like, what?
But the first time she did, and it was kind of funny.
It was kind of
All
funny.
right. Huh? What is she doing here? Which is also really near to outside of her room, because our rooms are super close together.
Yep.
Is she waiting for me? And assuming that the door can't open unless I'm there? Did she knock and think I'm not answering? She must think I'm an asshole. Because a sweet, gentle baby like her. Oh, wait, I'm supposed to think of her as a girl, not a child. Sorry. A young woman like her would never think to check if I'm in my room. She would just assume she's being ignored when she was knocking.
Yeah.
Maybe I should approach her. She's already staring at me and has been for a while now. What should I do?
Oh, God.
Ask her what's up. Leave her alone. Since we've been so freaking curious about Rena, I believe that Mr. would ask her what's up. Every time he's seen her, he's been like, I have questions for you. Pulls out his press mic. Excuse me, Rena, what's your illness? Why are you here? What is with the vending machine? Do you like chocolate?
Yeah, no, it's been...
How long have you been in the hospital? Your mom, really? Is that your whole backstory?
Yeah.
So
I think
I
it's
feel
weird.
like he would ask her what's up.
You nearly hit me,
I
bro.
did.
Oh,
I
that
almost
was...
missed.
You're like, no.
I approach her. I do it. Even though I would have to approach her to get to my literal door. Because if I could get around her and she not see me, I could have got around Ken too. So we have
Dang
to
it.
approach her for continuity's sake. And continuity is very important in this game.
Oh my God, like everything else in this game, like all the chocolate that we just,
Left there, never ate.
exhumed.
Aye, that we just, it rained down in the vending machine.
Chocolate rain!
Oh God! It's raining bars. Chocolate
Hallelujah.
bars. Chocolate bars. All right.
Hallelujah, chocolate.
Rena, what are you doing here by yourself when you've literally been alone in the hall every time I've met you?
I was trying to get some air away from everyone.
At my room door? Is it really that
My
much
room is right here.
more lonely by my room door than yours? She has like 47 guests piled outside her room door, gently knocking. I don't know why she isn't answering.
Oh, no!
Her
Rena.
standing 2 doors away. It's just so much quieter over here.
I'm just really tired today. And the farthest I could get was over here, mister.
Her
So,
sitting against the wall with an existential expression again next to your
There's
door.
a really strong sense of ennui on her face. Just going,
right next to your door. I can't stand up The fatigue is too strong today.
Uh-huh.
But my body's still kick-ass because Miki says so.
She's like, you should really see my muscles.
They're amazing. Whatever they're
have-
giving me, it's like Captain America serum, but without the energy.
Damn it. I signed up for Captain America and all I got was this hot bod.
And all I got was this lousy six-pack.
Rena somewhere ripped as hell.
Rena going, I signed up to be Captain America, and all it can basically be is,
Gorgeous.
a dead swimsuit model.
No.
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 What are you doing out here by yourself? Which is the
Alone.
operative question with no one here, like me when I'm alone in my room. She doesn't seem to notice me, despite that I yell at her with an exclamation point, like she's sleeping with her eyes open. She must be real drugged. Like
Yeah,
me.
like,
Whoa.
whoa.
I wonder if I keep rolling forward and try to just scoot into my hospital room without disturbing her, if that would be possible.
No kidding.
I roll on up to her, right in front of her, and wave a hand in front of her face. I try not to
I
disturb.
try to reach up
I
as I'm sitting down.
Fortunately, she's only as tall as every other nurse. I mean, I try not to disturb Pig Bun's ears as I wave my hand in front of her face. It's very important not to. You know what? They're so soft. Just play with Pig Bun's ears.
Oh, she's sitting there
Wee.
zoned out.
So then the nurse walks into the hall, and you see this one in a wheelchair with their leg, just really, really out of whack, and look like in a cold sweat, petting these bunny ears, like, ooh, and the other one just zoned out into space, standing like a dead person.
They're like, oh, I just started this shift. Fuck my...
And this is shift handoff. Excuse me, someone. Bye, I'm clocked out. Thanks.
God, thanks.
I wave my hand in front of her face. Yoo-hoo! I yell again with an exclamation point. Anyone there? I mean, anyone there with a normal question mark?
Oh,
Ow!
oh, oh.
Rena notices me at last, and her eyes come back into focus, I think.
Maybe.
Mister,
Yeah?
I didn't see you there.
I know.
I was communing with the undead.
That I didn't know.
They are very noisy today. I was, communing with the undead. I was just resting. I was communing with the undead. I mean, resting.
I mean, two bagels.
2 bagels. No!
I wish.
The souls of the innocent.
I wish
2 bagels.
we could link to more vines. You know what? I'm tempted when we make Vine references that what we should do is link to a compilation with a timestamp, and y'all can just watch the 5 seconds and suddenly be enlightened as to what the hell we're talking about with no context or connection. And it may or may not be funny, but I am seriously considering this effort because it might be worth it.
I honestly would be very sad. There's so many things to link to, and I'm being able to hunt them all down.
I know, I'm going, here's this Vine compilation that I linked to 6 times with 6 different timestamps. You know what? Just watch the whole thing. You'll get it eventually.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Eventually.
It's only an hour long of 6-second increments. After 60 vines, you'll have it. Oh, I
It
mean,
would take so many.
600 vines, you'll have it.
I was going to
It'd
say,
be perfect.
Jesus, so many miles.
And some of them are only 3 or 4 seconds long, because 6 is the maximum.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Just resting, right?
Sometimes my meds make me feel a bit weird.
That's probably because of all the amazing stuff they're doing to your hot bod. Miki told me.
Why does Miki know that my bod is hot?
Sponge baths?
What?
Doesn't she wash you like Louisa washed me? Isn't that normal? Tell me that's normal.
I
You
mean,
wash
when I'm
yourself?
really tired, sure.
See?
But not all the time.
She only has to see you once to know what kind of a body you have, right? But she says it doesn't matter because she's seen well, no, Louisa's seen all kinds of bodies. Miki may have only seen a few, and that's why yours is so important.
That's weird.
I
Hi.
make you feel weird.
Bit weird. So I need to get out of my room to get in my head.
47 relatives in there with balloon bouquets and stuffed animals.
Going, we're
and
still doing it for
cards
you, honey.
And chocolate, and all the doctors down the hall with a huge poster, do it for her, them racking their brains. I don't know what it is. We need to do more tests. She just doesn't have enough blood yet, sir. I know. We've got to be more efficient with those vials. It's not like we can draw one every single day or 9 times a day.
Or whatever it is a
The
day.
air in my room is so bad because of the fires, and I like to keep my window open. But the rest of the hospital keeps the windows closed, so the air is great. Just don't walk into my room.
Get out and clear my head.
I get what you mean. Do you want to go inside of my room for a moment? Alone with me? Which sounds like it should be a choice, but it's totally not. It's just a question I asked without considering at all that incites major action potentially and is really different from the rest of this game where I asked a question and warned about a question twice before it happened. But my room doesn't have any smoke in it and it has a fire extinguisher if we need it.
Yep.
Rena hesitates for a few seconds and I wonder if I have done the bad.
The spirits say it's fine. Why not?
Okay, if the undead think my room is A-okay, it must be. We head into my room. I let her get the door because I'm real bad at this.
Oh, God, this is
That does
cruel.
sound like that should actually be a choice.
Uh-huh.
As soon as we enter, I head straight toward my personal hospital refrigerator.
What?
Because that's the thing. I'm not familiar with that at all, actually. Is that a thing in, like, other countries? Okay, so the American hospitals that I have been in do not have a hospital room refrigerator. Like, I have been to someone else's dorm room, because I've never stayed in, like, a dorm myself. They're too expensive. Like, wow, that's out of my whole historical budget of my life. I say, but I knew someone who had a dorm, and I visited them in their dorm, and they had a tiny refrigerator in there, but I've never heard of one being in your hospital room.
My brain wants to say that I've heard of it, like with long-term patients, maybe.
Okay.
But my first reaction is that I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
So one
Like,
of
I
my
am
first
baffled.
official jobs was in an assisted living facility with a nursing home on it.
Right.
So it was divided, and it had both assisted living and nursing home, right?
Right.
And I worked on the nursing home side as a dietary aide in the cafeteria, right? And we also did the meals for assisted living, but we didn't deliver those ones because they were fancier, schmancier, and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, but the assisted living individuals had refrigerators inside of their rooms because they were like small apartments.
Right.
But the nursing home patients didn't. But neither of that was a hospital environment.
Mm-hmm.
And I wonder if maybe they're conflating those, or again, this is a foreign hospital and different standards.
I don't know. That would honestly be really interesting
Hey,
to know.
Rena! All that chocolate that was in my lap that had melted horribly, guess what? When I got back, one of the nurses, that I can't remember which one, helped me stick it in the mini fridge. Do you want some chocolate?
We stuck it in! Yay!
Yay! Wow, me and a nurse, we just stuck it in together. Whoa. Do you want a drink, Rena? Because I will be a host in my tiny hospital apartment. Don't drink the fire extinguisher. That's no good. Rena nods.
I still am greatly uncomfortable with the fact that she is a patient that, as far as I can tell, she has a lot of specific needs. And that people are just casually going, yep, we're just going to give you random food, and that she'll just eat random
That's
food.
what I was
And she
gonna
won't
say.
talk about her dietary needs.
We don't know if she has dietary needs at all.
Uh-huh.
And it seems like I would think the only way she could have so much freedom with money and candy and, you know, sharing food and stuff like that is by not having dietary restrictions.
Yeah.
But that sounds a little bit wild.
Weird?
Like, a lot of times when I've been familiar with mysterious illnesses, they'll do a lot of dietary experiments. Like, celiac for a long time was an extremely hidden illness, and still people sometimes have a hard time diagnosing it, much like Crohn's, even though they're not the same thing at all, but it's just they're both hard to diagnose.
Yeah.
And so with celiac, it's like, you know, it's often diagnosed by doing massive food removals kind of thing, of going, if we restrict your diet really freaking hard, do you clear up? And then does it get worse as we reintroduce things kind of thing?
Yeah.
Anyway, Rena nods.
I would love that. As long as
it's not too sweet.
What?
I like my candy sweet, but not my drinks. That'd be awful.
Or are we talking about, again, other countries where they don't... So, again, one of the fun things about the United States is that we have a lot of sugar in a lot of our foods. And actually, as far as I understand, there's even, like, a limitation on like American foods in other countries simply because of the specific syrup.
Okay, so high fructose corn syrup
Right.
is actually a controlled substance in the food administrations of several other countries.
Yes.
And is considered
And it is
to
everywhere in our food.
yeah, it's in a lot of places.
It's
but it is
wild.
considered a drug. And or again a non-food agent in some other places in the world, or again a controlled substance. Like this has to be labeled and kept behind counters and stuff like that.
Because it's just so intense.
Because
it's just,
we just crack ourselves out on sugar real hard.
Yeah, kind
we
of.
are amazing, and our tolerance is through the roof.
Which is probably one of the reasons why sometimes people not having such good time. We have a lot of plastic, and we have a lot of, high
Sugar.
fructose corn syrup, which is
Intense,
intense.
Distilled, concentrated sugar.
Yep.
So those essential oils that you get where they say don't eat these and use them in tiny small doses because they're massively concentrated? That's basically a good analogy for high fructose corn syrup.
And also they'll kill your animals if you're not careful, and some of them just flat out will, and whoa, yeah.
All right, so she would love that as long as it's not too sweet in the next episode.
Yes, thank you very much, guys, then, for joining us. If you like what we
Yeah.
do, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, and please feel free to share our videos. Also, if you're having a good time with us, please feel free to go check out our Ko-Fi or Patreon. Got some links in the
Yay.
description down below. And other than that, I have been Scandal.
And I have been Liz, and it was great playing with you. Bye!